They thought her anxiety had finally crossed a line. Bimi, all 3 pounds of her, had always been the nervous one, flinching at the vacuum, hiding during thunderstorms, trembling at loud voices. So, when she started fixating on 9-month-old Callan's sippy cup, refusing to look away from it, refusing treats, refusing everything except staring at that cup, her family assumed the worst version of the pattern they already knew. Priya Ferreira, Callan's mother, had fostered small, anxious dogs before adopting Bimi permanently, and thought she understood the shape of her fear responses well. This didn't look like fear exactly. It looked like fixation, obsessive, and unrelenting, a stillness in Bimi that Priya had genuinely never seen from her. "She's spiraling into something," Priya told her partner, Owen, on the second evening of it. "I think the stress of having a baby in the house full-time has finally tipped her over. We might need to talk to the vet about anxiety medication." Owen, watching Bimi hold her stare on the cup for the 4th time that hour without blinking, didn't disagree. They started putting Bimi in the spare bedroom during Callan's snack times, worried the intensity of her focus might eventually escalate into something reactive near the baby, even though she'd never so much as growled in the 2 years they'd had her. Behind the closed door, Bimi scratched, low and rhythmic, for the better part of an hour each time. If you've ever mistaken your pet's focus for a problem instead of a warning, keep watching. Subscribe for more true stories. On the 3rd day, Owen noticed the cup itself for the first time, really looked at it, turned it over, and found a hairline crack along the base seam, invisible unless you were looking for it, the kind that could slowly leach a fine residue of plastic breakdown into warm liquid over repeated washes and use. It was part of a batch flagged in a product safety notice that had gone out that same week, one neither of them had seen yet. Callan had been drinking from that cup for nearly a month. At the pediatrician's office the next morning, mild but measurable signs of exposure showed up in routine blood work. Nothing catastrophic, caught early enough to be manageable, but the kind of finding that gets more serious the longer it goes unnoticed. "Early detection here matters a great deal," the pediatrician told them. "This is not something most families would have caught without a reason to look." Has your nervous pet ever turned out to be the sharpest one in the house? Tell us your story in the comments below. It rearranged itself for Priya almost instantly. Bimi's fixation on the cup. Not spiraling anxiety, but the closest thing a 3-pound dog had to raising an alarm about something she could smell was wrong with it. The scratching at the spare room door. Not the stress of being separated from the family, but trying to get back to the one object she'd been trying to flag from day one. If stories like this matter to you, subscribe so you never miss the next one. The cup was replaced that same afternoon. Bimi still glances at the new one every time it's filled, just for a second, before settling back onto the couch cushion beside Callan. Close enough to watch, careful enough to never quite touch.